Hi, friends. It's Pastor Harley from the Broadway Global Methodist Church. I'd like to read to you today out of Jeremiah chapter 52. If you've been reading through the Bible with us as a church, you'd be in chapters 51 and 52. This very close to the close of Jeremiah's book. And it says, in the 37th year of the exile of Jehoiachin, king of Judah, in the 12th month, on the 25th day of the month, Evil-Merodach, king of Babylon, in the year that he began to reign, graciously freed Jehoiachin, king of Judah, and brought him out of prison. And he spoke kindly to him, and gave him a seat above the seats of the kings who were with him in Babylon. Well, it's interesting that Jeremiah, who hasn't been long on hope or positivity, through his prophecies, because he lived in a time when the kingdom of Judah and city of Jerusalem was falling apart spiritually, physically, and just heading toward disaster. He did his best to warn people, to give people the opportunity to understand that if they repented and turned to God, these things would turn aside. But when you're reading through, you have a feeling, well, that was a good effort that came to nothing. And then at the end of the book, we find that one of the kings of Judah, who was taken in exile and held there by the kings of Babylon, partly as a hostage, partly as kind of a trophy prisoner, partly just because the Babylonians were mean and cruel. We find a new king comes to the throne in Babylon, and he raises up Jehoiachin, whom you hadn't heard of much in the book of Jeremiah for quite some time, and gives him a place of honor, lifts him out of prison. He takes off his prison clothes and sits in a place of honor. So we are given a note of hope at the end of a book that tells of the failure of God's people. God's promises are faithful. He is faithful to his covenant. But it happens time and time again. The fulfillment of the covenant promises are impeded by, well, the very people who on the promises rest. But now Jeremiah sees a point where there's a light coming through. Something better will come. It'll seem like a short time historically before the Jews return. They establish a city in Jerusalem and build a temple there. There is hope. There is always hope. Amen.